Hello everybody, welcome back to LEGO Empire. In today's video, I'm going to be going over top 10 LEGO Star Wars minifigures I would die for. So, at the number 10 spot, we have Cloud City Boba Fett. Now, this is one of the most expensive LEGO Star Wars minifigures in existence, and it is one of the first LEGO Star Wars minifigures with arm printing. I think Greedo might have beaten him out, but I'm not sure on that. So, tell me in the comment section below if Cloud City Boba Fett was the first minifigure to get arm printing, or LEGO Star Wars minifigure, I mean. Came in a very expensive set, a $10,000 set nowadays, nearly, if it's like sealed and everything. I do like this figure. It's cool, it has arm printing, but I'm just not a huge fan of old figures. But I have to put on this list to kind of respect that it had arm printing, and it's just a really expensive and sought after figure by a lot of the LEGO Star Wars community. At number 9, we have a very similar figure. We have Jango Fett from 2002. This Jango Fett looked very similar to the Boba Fett, except he was blue and did not feature arm printing. He was in the only Jango Fett Slave One we ever got. I wish LEGO would make another one so we could have an updated Jango Fett. But very cool figure. I like it a little bit more than the Boba Fett because I am, of course, a prequel fan, even though I am LEGO Empire. So yeah, and then at number 8, we have Lando Calrissian from the 2018 Cloud City set. So this Lando, there's nothing too special about it, but the reason why it's nearly $200 is because it is the most accurate Lando Calrissian that has ever been made, and it was in a very expensive set, of course, but it is like the best Lando Calrissian minifigure based on the original trilogy that LEGO has ever made. It looks so awesome. The face print, the torso, the cape, everything about it is phenomenal. And I really wish LEGO would make, like, I don't know, some sort of Cloud City, like Cloud Car Microfighter or something where they could include this minifigure or a slightly updated one, because I need this minifigure so bad, but I do not want to spend $200 on a main character from the original trilogy. Main characters usually are accessible in LEGO Star Wars, so to spend like nearly $200 on one in new condition would feel kind of, I don't know, like wrong to me. Number 7, we have Queen Amidala. I believe she came in the Gungan sub one year. I don't know which year. I think it's the most recent Gungan sub, actually. This figure is just so good. It has 2 unique molds, which I don't think you can say about many other minifigures in the LEGO theme, like, at all, like, or the Star Wars theme at all, right? It has that headpiece that is uniquely molded, and it has the, like, leg kind of dress piece that is completely uniquely molded just for this minifigure, and it's got new face print and a new torso print. So everything about this figure is new and unique and has, like, never been created again, and it only came out in this Gungan sub, and it is just such a cool figure. I'm not like a huge Phantom Menace fan, but you have to recognize how much effort LEGO put into this minifigure. It is insane. At the number 6 spot, we have the TX-20 Tactical Droid. This droid came in the Mace Windu's Starfighter. It was a Clone Wars set, one of the OG Clone Wars sets, I think. It is such a cool figure. It is the only tactical droid we ever got in LEGO, so it is like about $100, I think, if you want to buy it. Maybe a little bit less than that. I might be overstating that just a bit, but it came in such a good set, and it is such a good minifigure, right? The Mace Windu Starfighter, one of my favorite sets of all time. I've never even got it, but I just love it, right? It comes with Mace Windu Starfighter, Mace Windu, his astromech droid, 2 droids and their staffs, and then a unique Separatist speeder with a tactical droid. Like, that is an insane set to have, and I'm pretty sure it was cheap back in the day when it was on shelves, so it gets extra points for that. The tactical droid, it is so cool. It's one of those unique droid molds that becomes expensive down the line, and it's probably heavily sought after by most Clone Wars fans because they are featured in the Clone Wars. And it's just like a lot of the Separatist leaders, the Imperial leaders, like a lot of big time leaders of different armies are often expensive. You'll see some other high up leaders later down this list, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And next up at number 5, we're getting into the my top, these are awesome. Tactical Droid, I really love them as well, but now we're getting up to like the serious ones I would die for. I'm jumping on the train track for this one, okay? Pre Vizsla. This figure is just so awesome, and I think my favorite part about it, or one of my favorite parts about it, is that helmet print. Like, in the Clone Wars, you see Maul ask about the marking on his helmet, and he explains he's Pre Vizsla and all of that, and it is just so cool. It looks awesome. It reminds me of the Death Watch Super Commandos. Like, they have awesome helmet printing as well. And then you also have that really cool cloth piece. You get the Darksaber, which, you know, technically not updated or not, like, you know, up to date. It's just a, you know, black saber hilt with a regular black saber blade and a regular lightsaber hilt. But it is just so cool. Such an awesome figure. And it does kind of make sense. It's like $150 if you want to buy it nowadays, which is insane that figures like this, or like any figures, get to be that high. But, you know, that just happens with demand and rarity and all that. Number 4, we have Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yes, we have started the big chain of Imperial related minifigures because I am LEGO Empire after all. Grand Admiral Thrawn, he would be higher up on this list. He'd maybe even be number 1 or number 2 if it wasn't for one fatal flaw, which is LEGO completely cheaped out on their execution of him. His torso print, I've heard, is not very accurate. I haven't taken time to check for myself, but I'm pretty sure it was the rankings that aren't accurate. And then you also don't have any leg printing. Pretty embarrassing on LEGO's part to not have a leg. Like, all you need is like a few lines on that leg, and it looks pretty good. But no, like, it's a simple Imperial officer legs. Like, can you not do that? And nowadays, if they were to create a Grand Admiral Thrawn, I would expect dual molded legs. Those would look awesome on him. I might try to get a pair and get an Admiral Thrawn. I don't have a Grand Admiral Thrawn yet. I've never even touched one in my life, which is kind of sad. But one day, I'm definitely going to have to go out and get one if they don't create a new one with this Ahsoka series. Next up on the list, we have Admiral Yularen. Now, this figure would be below Grand Admiral Thrawn if it wasn't for, of course, Thrawn's inaccurate markings. I believe Admiral Yularen has pretty accurate markings. Again, very basic printing on Admiral Yularen, but regardless, very cool figure. His price shot up when he was seen in Andor in the last couple months. You know, because, you know, that's what happens. You see a character in recent Star Wars media, and suddenly everybody wants him. Admiral Yularen was mainly featured in Star Wars Rebels, and that is where you kind of see him use his expertise the most. He talks with Agent Kallus. He has a relationship with Agent Kallus. Agent Kallus was a star student, and it's just really cool. You gotta go watch Star Wars Rebels for yourself. I'm not gonna spoil everything here, but Admiral Yularen, he's a favorite figure of mine. He's like the leader of the ISB, basically. So yeah. Next up, at number 2, we have Grand Moff Tarkin. Now, this Grand Moff Tarkin figure is very similar to Admiral Yularen, right? Pretty simple printing. I think it's accurate printing, and, you know, the face prints are very nice. Face printing with Grand Admiral Thrawn was very nice as well. But Grand Moff Tarkin, another basic figure, right? The leg printing isn't going crazy. And yeah, it's just a really cool figure. It's more of a main character than Admiral Yularen or Grand Admiral Thrawn, so that's why I have it at number 2. Like, he's like the main Imperial officer out of them all. And then at number 1, we have a figure that I actually recently got my hands on. Every other figure on this list, I believe, I've never had, except for the Jango Fett from 2002. I kind of had. It was really weird, inaccurate arm color and all that. But number 1, we have the Chrome Stormtrooper. Let me tell you, this figure, it's just outstanding. It is the perfect figure for me to have in my collection to, you know, symbolize my love of Imperial minifigures of the Empire in LEGO, and it is just awesome. If you put your face up to it, like close up to it, you can see your reflection in the helmet. It is just so awesome. It's shiny. It is of the OG Stormtrooper style, so it has that nostalgia aspect to it. And it's just so awesome, right? I got it in this like $500 eBay lot. I usually don't buy expensive minifigures by themselves because then I'm paying more. But if I buy them in lots, I usually get them for pretty decent prices. And that is how I got this Chrome Stormtrooper recently. It is in perfect condition, surprisingly, because I bought someone's collection from their childhood, so I was expecting like cracks on it, but I didn't really care because I just wanted it for display. But turns out it's in mint condition. It is so awesome. One of the coolest Chrome figures LEGO's ever made. I didn't feature any other Chrome figures on this list, unfortunately, because this is the one that really sticks out to me the most. And usually Chrome figures are just remakes of regular figures, and I wanted this list to be primarily regular figures. Otherwise, you'd be getting like Chrome Vader, Chrome TC-14, like throughout the entire list, and that'd just be annoying. Anyway, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to tell me in the comments below your top 10 figures you would die for, and if you agree or disagree with any of these on the list. Of course, this is a very personal list. A lot of you will have different opinions than me. And I'm sure I will agree with most of you in the comments that the figures you list are awesome, but these on this list ultimately come out to my absolute favorite figures, and figures I hope to get one day to keep for my collection. With that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out.